Hey there, what's up YouTube? I am Jerry and welcome back to the show, The Chicago Griller. Today I am going to be grilling up the most boring piece of meat ever, boneless, skinless chicken breast. However, let's go jazz it up by cutting it into small pieces, poking it with a skewer, and jazzing up with some homemade Japanese marinade. In other words, let's go make some yakitori. Just like American grilled chicken, yakitori is a very simple dish. We can do this with just 3 ingredients. Of course, we have the chicken, a bunch of green onions, about 6 or 7 in here, and not pictured, the sauce. First up, we're going to take our green onion and cut it just where the green is starting to turn to white. You use the green part to make the marinade, which I did in my tsukune episode. You can view it by clicking this link above. Alternatively, just set it aside for another dish. Now we're going to chop the light green and white part of the green onion. Cut about 1 inch or 3/4 inch slices. Then, of course, cut off the roots and discard them. There we go. And now it's on to the chicken. Here I have 1 pound worth of chicken breast, and now we're just going to cut them up into smaller bite-sized cubes so that we could put them on the skewers. I know due to the shape of chicken breast, sometimes it is going to be hard to get even sized cubes, but just get as close as possible. And now I'll just skip ahead to where I've cut up all the chicken into smaller cubes. And voila! Now that that's done, we'll just set this aside and grab a clean bowl. Here we have a clean dish, and now we are ready to skewer the chicken and the scallions. Grab a bamboo skewer and a green onion slice that you've cut earlier, and slide it right on. Then grab a piece of chicken, slide that on. Then another green onion, slide that on top of the chicken. Alternate green onion and chicken until the skewer is nearly full. Now fast forward through the rest of the skewer. And there you are. Continue this process until you've used up all the scallions and all the chicken. And as you can see, a pound of chicken and a bunch of green onions yield 6 skewers. Next, we're going to take our tare sauce and just pour it over the top of the chicken to marinate it. Now get those skewers nice and coated, but hold back a little bit because we're going to use a little bit to baste on the grill. To make sure the marinade is on all the chicken, we are just going to lift and rock this bowl a little bit. There we go. And then pick up each individual skewer and give it a little bit of a turn and flip and a shake to make sure all the chicken and all the green onions are coated in the marinade. Once you're satisfied, go ahead and set this aside in the fridge for about 15 to 30 minutes while you go and prep the grill. And now that we've moved our operations out to the patio, we have preheated the Weber Q2000, and first thing we are going to do is scrape these grates clean. Now that they're clean, we are also going to oil the grates. Close the lid and let this come on back up to temperature. And now when we are ready to cook, we have reduced the heat to medium, and we're just going to take our skewers and lay them directly on the grill grates. Listen to that sizzle as soon as the chicken hits the grill. As you can see, it's getting a little bit tight on the left side of the grill because the right side has a griddle plate. I have that in place because I'm preparing yaki onigiri as a side to this dish. I'll show you how to make that in a future video. Anyways, now that all the chicken is on the grill, I'm going to take my remaining tare sauce and drizzle a little bit on top of the chicken. I don't want to worry about using all of it because I'm still going to drizzle some more at the end. Close the lid, but don't go far. We're going to check on these in 3 minutes. 3 short minutes later, we're going to give the chicken skewers a turn. Now, we are cooking for a total time of 10 minutes, but instead of just giving it 1 flip, we're going to give it multiple flips. And that's because the tare sauce has a chance of burning, especially if you added sugar to it. This is also important to do if you use a store-bought brand, which definitely has sugar in it. And as you can see, there is quite a bit of charring on the chicken because of the marinade, and it's also causing the chicken to stick a little bit. And that's why we have to check on it so frequently. Anyways, close the lid and we're going to repeat that procedure, but I'm going to skip ahead. I did turn the chicken one last time, but jumping ahead to the 9-minute mark, we're going to open the lid and grab our tare sauce and drizzle a little bit more on top of the chicken, just to give it just that little last hit of extra flavor. And there we go. I'm going to go ahead and close this lid one last time and let this go for about 30 more seconds. And now here we are at the 9-minute mark and change. I'm ready to pull these yakitori skewers off of the grill. Give this one a little bit of a press to check. Feels pretty good. I'll continue pulling the rest of these off. These smell really, really good. I can't wait to taste these guys, but let me get the rest of these on this plate and let me show you this final dish, yakitori, made on a Weber Q2000 here in Chicago, Illinois. This is a great appetizer on its own, but if you want to make it a meal, add some yaki onigiri. Check it out. Quite the delicious combo, isn't it, Huey? And so that is how you grill up yakitori on a Weber Q. Let me know in the comments section down below if you've ever had yakitori either here in the States or traditionally over in Japan at an izakaya. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Come back and join me on Friday and I'll show you how to make yaki onigiri, the perfect complement to yakitori. Thanks so much and I'll see you on Friday. Bye now.